Beautiful. Hello, everybody. I am Kristin Quattlebaum, and I am actually visiting, staying in the area of Angel Fire near Taos. And Alana and I connected, and just this week, and decided to add me into the contribution of this beautiful event that she has planned to celebrate Earth Day and to fundraise for her studio, which I'm really, really honored to be a part of. So thank you for being here. And I appreciate all of your energy. So when Alana and I were talking about what I could do, I had suggested doing an intuitive group healing. And she said to me, can you incorporate Earth Day into this? And right away, what came to me is that this particular group that is intending to watch this is going to need a conversation around healing, protecting, grounding, and then we will do a collective healing with the Earth's energy and a meditation for grounding. So I'm really excited, and I don't have anything prepped, so I'm totally just flowing with the universe at this point, and I'm excited. So thank you for being here. A little bit about me to get started is I am originally from Florida, and I recently sold my home in Buffalo, New York to become a nomad. So I have been traveling and exploring the States through all of this. I believe my next move is international, but for now I've explored. I've been to North Carolina, Florida, Alabama, Louisiana, Oklahoma, and now New Mexico. And I'm really excited to be collaborating with small businesses on the road to help support them and build my business along the way. So I'm really excited. It's been nothing but an expansive journey, to say the least. So that's a little bit about me. I have a corporate background. I was in corporate for 15 years. And I've had my business as an intuitive mystic for about 2 years now. So that's a little bit about me. And what I'd like to start with is a conversation around healing, grounding, and what was my last one? Healing, grounding, and protecting, yes. So I believe that you are all here watching this, a part of this event, because you are meant to bring forth this particular energy that we're going to talk about. And it's really important that we focus on getting grounded in our energy, because amongst the chaos and the craziness and everything going on in the world right now, we can tend to be, I kind of look at it as almost like floating above the ground. Our energy can be a little bit lost and chaotic in that space. So it's really beneficial to focus on grounding. I do grounding exercises every single day, and we will walk through a grounding meditation as a group shortly. So some things that you can do for grounding are tuning into the Earth's energy every day. If you can get outside and go barefoot onto the ground, that would be amazing. But even just being in nature and soaking up the energy, attuning to the energy around you, touching the trees, like just really sensing into your environment, opening up that space to receive all that the Earth has to offer us. It's really a beautiful, calming, peaceful place to be. So definitely contribute to that energy, contribute to her energy in that way. Some other things that you can do are taking like Epsom salt baths. So salts can be very grounding. I like to do something with Epsom salts. As I'm traveling on the road, I've been doing Epsom salt foot baths, because I learned that we have the largest pores in our feet. So it's a beautiful way to get all the benefits of a full bath by doing just a foot bath even. And also just, the message that I'm getting right now is just presence, being in your body, like choosing to come back into your body as opposed to being so hooked into the outside world. That feels really grounding to me right now. And then along with grounding comes protection. And again, as we're walking, amongst everyone in the world right now, there can be a lot of us are very sensitive beings and can absorb a lot of energy. So not only are we walking around in a very ungrounded way, but also in a way that's absorbing energies that's not ours, and taking away from our true essence and core essence of who we're meant to be walking the earth. So what I would recommend every day, and we'll do this in meditation as well, I'm feeling called to guide everybody through that. With grounding my meditation, I protect my energy as well. So I would invite you to tune into your soul and ask your intuition, what would help me feel protected? What would protect my energy? But I can give you some examples of things that I do throughout, and this changes. So sometimes what I do is I imagine my energy in a golden bubble of light. And gold is a very protective, a very grounding energy. So I like to use it to protect my space. And remember that everything that you do intuitively is based in intention. So really, as long as you intend, it's really that simple. So many people make it more complicated than it needs to be. But if you just wake up and intend to be protected throughout the day and grounded, even that is enough, if you mean it in your intention. So I guess I take hyper measures to make sure that my energy is grounded and protected throughout the day, because I am so sensitive, because I am an intuitive. And so I just choose to take extra precautions. So do what feels right, good and right for you. And I can also sometimes I'll use rainbow energy to protect myself. I've also used hematite. The hematite is a very grounding, protecting stone. So I will use that I actually have it with me right now. But I will use that to infuse my bubble with the energy of hematite to make sure that it is protected. There are no energy leaks and all of that. So the importance of that protection is because, again, being so sensitive and being empathic, if you identify as an empath, you can have a tendency to take on a lot of energy. Even from birth, being hooked in your mother's womb, being hooked into her energy as well. We've grown up our whole lives being hooked into other people's energies, which makes it difficult for people to discern what is their energy and what is not. It's often what makes it very difficult for people to understand, what is my intuition? Is this my intuition guiding me? And I just find that because we have so much energy to exchange with the world. And most of us are at a capacity if we're not really mindful about it. And when you're exchanging energy with another, it's a two-way street, right? So they're taking some of your energy, you're taking some of theirs. And in that process, you kind of lose, again, your essence, your core being, your core connection that gets lost and muddy, with the noise amongst that. So it's really important to practice unhooking from the energy sources around you. You can do this if you've never done this before. You can practice or just set the intention, in a meditation to unhook from any energies that have attached to you over your life. You can ask for the earth's energy to help support you and remove that energy from your body. We will also do this in meditation today. And then just calling your energy back, right? So I'm choosing to please unhook from any energy sources that have attached to me and call my energy back to me so that I may become whole again. I also like to ask for my energy to come back through the energy of light or pure consciousness to cleanse that energy coming back to me because it's been borrowed a little bit from someone else. So really practicing to release that and call your energy back. This is really good when you go to places, go out, to restaurants or grocery stores, having this be a daily practice as you come into your car, unhooking from any energies that latched onto you and calling your energy back. And then making sure that you're protected, making sure that, I intend for that protective bubble to continue to be around me throughout the day. Oh, let's see what else is coming through for the group around protection and grounding. Yeah, like the message that I'm getting is that you're not alone. And, to really call upon, this is Earth Day, so really calling upon the Earth's energy to help support you. You can call upon any energy that you like, the earth for grounding. You can call on white light for healing, like whatever you feel called to. You can, call in the energy of healing and cleansing for your food that you're eating every day to make sure that the people that have processed that food along the way, no negative vibes went into that, so there's so much that you can do and call upon in the support around you and in the earth's energy and the universe's energy to help you support you staying grounded and, grounded, connected, and protected, really. And when I was tuning into this event with Alana, I right away felt like the message that came through was that people need to understand that they have a right and responsibility to grounding and protecting their energy. So, this is what I'd like to impart on you and invite you to do is consider yourself as a contributor to the Earth's energy and just how important it is that you're here, that you're hearing this message because it is meant for you, and that you are taking the measures, you are taking the precautions every day to make sure that your energy is clean and that you are showing up every day in this space as authentically yourself. You will contribute best to the world from that space as opposed to being hooked into all these other energies that aren't yours. So yeah, like it is a right and it is a responsibility and it's a privilege, really, because I believe that if you're here in this space, you are probably already attuned to your own energy. So you have that intention is already there. And if you don't already have that connection, I would just invite you to start attuning to that on a daily basis and asking for that protection, asking to be grounded, and coming back to that space as often as you can until it feels like a part of you. And then I would recommend on a daily basis from there. I actually do it every morning currently, but I cleanse my energy as a daily practice every morning when I get up and every time before I go to bed, and then throughout the day as needed, as I feel called. But do whatever you have to do to make that a pattern or habit in your life. Okay, so then I want to talk, because grounding and protection kind of go a bit together. I want to talk a little bit about healing. So it's all relative to each other, really. As you come back into your own energy, you are invited to cleanse and heal that energy as well. So again, because so many of us have grown up and being unattached from our energy, there can be a sense of avoidance or, just, like disconnect or distancing ourselves from our true nature and what really is within us that wants to move through us. And again, this is something that if you do not acknowledge the energy that is within you, it will hinder your access to your intuition and your soul connection. It just makes things a bit muddy because either you're carrying energy from someone else or you've had an experience in your life that has left an impression in you that wants to be released. You know, that energy is not meant to stay within us. It wants to be moved through. So again, as part of that cleansing piece, you know, how can you take responsibility for healing your own energy and your own like releasing the past? Like the past is coming through right now, releasing that past energy that has accumulated within you, and is really hindering your ability to be your best self and contribute to the collective as you're meant to. I believe that we're all here to contribute. We all have our own missions, and you know, using grounding, protection, and healing as a daily practice, that's something that you can attune to in your own energy and offer to the collective, because the world, the earth needs it more than ever, I would say right now. And I also wanted to say that beyond Earth Day, I mean, these are practices to use every day. Yes, we're here celebrating and honoring Earth Day today, but this is a daily practice, a daily commitment to yourself and to the earth, I would say. Okay, so let me see if anything else wants to come through for the group on that. I imagine that in the healing, more messages will come through, but no, that feels really good for right now. So let's do meditation. I am going to do mine standing, because we're going to do grounding exercise, but you can stay seated and visualize through your seat, through the base of your spine. So go ahead and close your eyes if that feels comfortable for you. And I want you to just start to deepen your breath. Breathing in intention, light, peace. Breathing out what's no longer serving you. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're going to focus on the root chakra today. The root chakra sits at the base of our spine. It is our protection. It's our foundation. It is our safety and security. Yeah, it's our foundation, you know, and it's so important in focusing on that piece so that we can remain grounded and solid in our own energy to contribute and go forth in the world. So focusing at the base of your spine. And I just want you to breathe into that space. Notice how it feels. Our chakras are energy centers. So how active is yours? How underactive is it? Now I'd like to invite you to imagine either a beam of light or roots growing from the bottom of your feet or base of your spine if you're seated, down into the core energy of the earth. I like to visualize roots made of light from the bottom of my feet, in through the nose, out through the mouth, and the roots grow deeper and deeper. So imagine that connection. feeling the stability of the earth. Standing up straight, sitting up straight, imagining that energy going up through your spine, just really grounding you into the earth. I can already feel that healing is needed in this space. Just staying focused, keeping your heart open. And from there, I want you to tune to your heart's energy now. Taking some breaths into the heart, opening up your heart space. Intending to connect to your soul. I like to put my hand on my heart. It helps me focus my energy and attention there. We're going to do a bit of an energy exchange here. So I'm feeling that the earth is asking for love. So let's go ahead and do that and just send love from our hearts down in through those roots to the earth. You don't have to do anything but intend for your heart's energy to go into the earth. I'm seeing a beautiful network of roots and all the love that you all are sending into the earth. Can you feel that energy? Beautiful. Now, as we ground in, let's go ahead and set the intention to clear our bodies of any negative energy, any ego, any energetic attacks, anything that's not serving our space, intending to release that from our bodies. Can you visualize yourself as you stand or sit right now? Imagine looking at a mirror image of yourself, but that mirror image is a complete light body. And in that light body, can you scan and look for any energy leaks? And for the ones that you see, can you ask for them to be released? Can you ask for them to be healed and closed? I'm going to do this collectively for the group right now. Bringing in the energy of gold to protect all of your bodies. I can see the visual that I see is like this, you know, these shadows basically like fleeing from your bodies as I infuse the energy of gold into every single one of you. Darkness cannot survive where there is light. Beautiful. And now let's intend for any energy that has left our bodies to come back to us through the energy of gold, through our light bodies in a cleansed way, so that we may become whole again. I can feel a ton of energy moving right now. Can you feel that? And I'm going to intend for the group, set this intention in your heart as well, for that energy to remain within you and to stay protected in that beautiful golden energy and light. There's a little bit more energy that's still coming out and releasing on the shadow side. So I'm just allowing all that to release from the group and then bringing your energy back and sealing that with gold. Beautiful. I'm actually feeling to bring in the energy of hematite as an extra layer of protection. There's a lot going on right now in the world. So bringing in that energy and just coating the bubble of the group with hematite. Beautiful. And I'm feeling called to ask you all to tune into your intuition right now and ask if there's a message. I feel like there's a message here for you. So ask for what that is. And while you do that, I'm just going to prepare for the group healing. Okay. You can come back into the space when you're ready, opening your eyes gently. Beautiful. So as part of this, what I've decided to do with the intuitive group healing is to not only bring in all of the energies of the collective group that intends on watching this, but also, and who are here, but also for the earth, you know, so I'd like to bring in the earth's energy as well and just see what messages are here for all of us. Yeah, and how we can contribute going forward. So that's my intention. So I invite you to just relax with an open heart and invite in these messages and allow them to resonate in your deepest soul. So the first message I'm getting is patience. And right away, I feel that this is a message to slow down. This is, what I'm feeling right away as I attune to the group's energy and the earth. What I feel is like how much and how important it is with the group's energy and how it affects the earth. So all of these messages right away, I feel are coming from the earth as an invitation for you to contribute to her peace and stability is what I'm getting. So the message of patience and slowing down, it feels like there's a calling or a need for us to come back to stillness, to slowness, to slow down amongst the hustle and bustle. I mentioned earlier when you're not grounded and how you can feel like you're, kind of running above the earth's surface. That slowing down is going to kind of bring your energy back down to the earth, grounded, and allow you to contribute in your path and to the world intentionally, as opposed to running and racing ahead. In the patience, I'm feeling right away that our society, looks for that immediate result, like that immediate gratification, that immediate response. And that's created this hustle and bustle, this racing ahead to find that. It's almost as if we've become immune to feeling in the moment, to feeling in the now. It's like we're looking for that hit in the future. And because we can never truly be in the future, it feels like we're always going to be racing to that. It's like a never ending marathon. So patience is really about slowing down and coming back to the now. And, I'm looking out the window right now and just in awe of the trees that I see around me. It's looking around you, it's acknowledging your environment from a space of purity and awe, coming back to that childlike wonder almost. And, it's as if, I'm seeing trees for the first time. It's like, it's really coming back to the basics and simplicity I'm feeling. Oh, there's a cat outside, and my cat is responding to this cat. Let me just shut the window real quick here. Okay, sorry about that. So, yeah, like coming back to basics, coming back to simplicity. Can you release your to-do list? I'm feeling. Can you wake up every day and just ask, what would best support me today? What does my energy need right now? Because as you continue to serve your own energy and act from that space, in that connected, grounded, healed space, that is what will contribute to the Earth's energy in a positive way. So yeah, I see it as this like stripping away of everything that we've accumulated as part of the things we feel like we have to do or should be doing, or we're hurrying to do. This is really about stripping those away to see the truth underneath it all. I can feel this for me too. So this is all of us. Okay, so what is the next message that wants to come through? Yeah, I'm getting a message of healing. It's like I can feel this avoidance of truly going to the depths of our own healing. I can feel like a suppression of energy within us that it just wants to be seen. It just wants to be acknowledged. And what I feel for the group right away is that it feels like we don't know, like we feel like we can't go to that depth, or like it's not accessible, or maybe we've tried and there's, it's like I'm seeing this image of being in a pool and you're like just skimming the bottom with like your toes. You're like trying to reach the bottom, but you're not able to. That's the image that I see. And what I feel that is stopping us from reaching the depth is forcing. So it's like I see this like a not wanting to go to the depths, but at the same time, it's like this, I feel this like energy that is kind of competing with each other. I'm sorry, I have to close this other door. Hang on one second. Boy, these kitties are not liking each other right now. So I feel these competing energies, where like there's a part of you that like doesn't want to go to the depths, but then there's another part that is trying to force it. It's like trying to hurry up with the healing. And this brings me back to the message of patience. This is, we're being asked to give our bodies the time and space that they need to do what they're meant to do here. And part of that is healing. So can you be still with what needs to be healed within you? Yeah, like I can see, like right now I see sitting outside in nature would be really helpful. Trees come with so much love. And if you can sit amongst them and just ask for their support as you heal, it's really a beautiful space to be in. And I can see that for the group. I can see how powerful that would be for the group, me included. So healing is the next message. What else is here with healing? Yeah, I'm getting give it time again. I feel like we're all on the right path. It feels powerful, the things that we are all already doing. This is just, I'm getting like an invitation, like it's an invitation to go to that next level, to really receive the next level of our depth. And right away, I feel resistance around receiving. So let's look at that. Beautiful. So I actually feel that the message that I get is that there's many of you are used to giving a lot of love, but not necessarily receiving it. So I can feel this kind of block or shield in front of your energy that is, it's like you're protecting yourself from receiving love. And it feels like that's coming from being hurt in the past. It is a protection. And I can see right now, like the image that I see is just like these doors across your hearts just opening up. And it's interesting because I asked the group in meditation to, breathe into your heart and open up your heart space. And I can see that you all did that. However, what it feels like is that you opened your heart space, but almost like there's, with that shield there, it's like you've opened your heart to yourself. So like if the energy comes out from your heart, it's just bouncing right back off to you, right? And it's not, there's that layer, there's that self-containment. And yeah, like what you need to know is that it's safe to open your armor. It's safe to let down that shield. I can feel that all resonating in you, in all of you. I'm just going to send some extra love into this space. A lot of love wanted to come in. I can feel it like pouring into the space, almost like a tidal wave, like a lot of love wanted to come in. So it's really beautiful. So let's see what else is here for the group. I'm getting the message to keep going. It feels like maybe you felt some hardships along the way, or that, you've sensed obstacles, or maybe things haven't been quite as easy as you've wanted them to be or would like them to be. And I mean, gosh, like the image I feel is like so cliche, but I see the earth and like, all those images of the earth with all the people like holding hands around it. Like that's what I see in the group. And what it feels like to me is that there's so much support around you. And this brings me back into the roots, like collecting, grounding into the earth, using roots and feeling into all the energy of those around you that are doing the same thing, that have chosen to set the intention of grounding into the earth and choosing to be present here and contribute to the world in the way that they were meant. I can feel that is the collective energy that I feel, and that you have access to. You can tune into that every day as you're grounding in, and intend and ask for that support that you need or desire to come to you in that space. Proclaim and say, I am willing to be supported. I'm willing to see this differently. I'm willing to move forward with ease. I can feel like some of that frustration or hesitation I can feel is, a little bit in us making things harder than they need to be, because again, with that hustling energy that I mentioned early on, like we've been taught to do that, that being in our energy in this moment right now isn't enough. So yeah, I'm really feeling like the energy of ease wants to come through with the group. So I'm just going to infuse the group, including myself, because I need this. More ease in our lives. I see this sprinkling, like rainbow sprinkles over the group is the image that I see, is like this ease and yeah, just magic in our lives. This again brings me back to that initial message of patience and slowing down, welcoming things to be easy. So coming back to the keep going message, it feels to me that you're on the right path. And I actually also feel in the group's energy that some of you maybe are amongst a pivot in your life. And the message that I'm getting is to take the pivot. Let yourself pivot, let yourself go all the way there. Don't have one foot in one path and one foot in another path. Let yourself be all in on that pivot. It feels right. It feels like it's the right direction. Beautiful. That feels complete for the space. So we'll stop with that healing there. I just want to mention, I actually have my shamanic medicine deck here, and I was going to pull a card before, but I can do that now. And if people have questions, we can open up for questions. But, I want to just say that, first of all, thank you for sharing your energy with me and for co-creating this space with me and the earth at this time, because it felt really beautiful and healing to be a part of it. So I just wanted to say thank you for that. And, obviously discern for yourself. You are all sovereign beings. So discern for yourself with the messages that come through, what that means to you and how you will apply that to your own life. It's important to acknowledge that. It's important to be self-discerning and sovereign in your decisions, so that, again, you are in your energy, you're in your whole energy to contribute to the collective in the way that you're meant. It's important. Yeah, like bringing that all back around to the grounding, protecting, and healing. It's your right and responsibility. I'm going to say it again. So I'm going to pull a card for the group. Let's see what comes through. Drum Awaken came through. So let's see what this says. Every drum awaits its destined keeper. Drum appears to you now because of your struggle to quiet the chit-chat of your mind. Drum will connect you to the memories of your mother's heartbeat, the cosmic mother, and ancient rituals and ceremonies of your past lives. The sound, energy, and vibration of this spirit horse is waiting to awaken the primal sound you have been subconsciously searching for. That is the lost sound of your soul. Drum is offering to take you to the other worlds you've been longing to explore. With simple beats, the sounds and vibrations of the drum will enable your logical left brain to defer to the creative right brain, allowing you to relax into the zone where mystery awaits. Drum is your companion on the journey of awakening. As your heart synchronizes with the beat of the drum, your consciousness will shift. This may invoke ecstatic trance. There will be transformation. Awaken wise in ancient traditions, drum your soul back home. How perfect with everything that came up in the reading. I love that. I love that that always happens. So, yeah, we're complete, Amy. If anyone has questions, obviously I'm willing to take questions, but we have about a few minutes, like 9 minutes or so. Are you going to ask something? It feels like everyone just wants to hang out in the space, that beautiful energy that we just created.
Yeah, I don't have one. It was very beautiful. Thank you so much, Kristin. That was really beautiful.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. Oh, and Alana is doing this celebration of Earth Day and accepting fundraisers to save her yoga studio in Taos. So her yoga studio is called the High Frequency Loft. And if you would graciously donate to her cause, I have volunteered my time to be here and give back so that we can help save her community. So please, I encourage you to donate to that fundraiser. The link is in my event, if you noticed, on Facebook and or the High Frequency Loft page, you'll see the Earth Day Summit event. Yeah. And this is only day 1 of 4, so there's a lot of cool events coming up. And I'm planning on going to a couple of them, like the Spin Point Reiki and laughing yoga. I'm super excited about. I need more laughter in my life. So yeah, I wanted to mention that too. Cool. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for coming. I put the fundraiser in the chat here on too, in Zoom. So thanks, everyone, for joining. And maybe I'll see you at another event, Kristin.
Yes, definitely. Bye.